Welcoming Mr. Patrick Bowers, Executive Championship Director from Vantage Point. Mr. Kevin King, Executive Director for Laguna National Golf Resort Club. And Marcus Rosnell, Spokesperson, Sports Communication, Porsche AG. Well, welcome, gentlemen. Pleased to be sharing this spotlight with you. Patrick, first up, a year on, and we're about to do this all over again. How are you? And just tell us a bit more.
Thanks. Well, I'm great. Welcome, everybody. First, I'd like to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us. It's wonderful to see many familiar faces. We've done a lot of stuff together over the years, and it's also lovely to meet many new faces as well. So thanks for your time. As you know, the DP World Tour has a long history in Singapore. It actually goes back to the late 90s when it was here, and has featured over the years many great winners. So major champions like Nick Faldo, Ian Woosnam, Vijay Singh, Adam Scott have all played and won on the DP World Tour here. 8-time Order of Merit winner Colin Montgomery played and won right here at Laguna National Golf Resort Club. The first ever Singaporean to win on the DP World Tour, then the European Tour, won here at Laguna National in Mardan Mamat. The first Chinese player to ever win on the DP World Tour, won here in Singapore on this course. That was Chang Lian Wei. And the first ever Indian player to win on the DP World Tour actually played here at Laguna and won in Arjun Atwal. So last year's tournament was won by Oki Stridham from South Africa. And I think the last thing I'd like to say before I pass it back to you is, we try to be a little bit unique. We try to be where professional golf meets the love of life, or the joie de vivre, and where it meets entertainment. So that's the nexus of this event. We want to exclude class, style, and uniqueness in a golf event. So we say our game, our style. And actually, fresh off the press of those types of things, staying true to the game we love, infusing a little bit of style, things like unique food and beverage, spectator village. I just wanted to share with you and our friends that, talking about style, this arrived today. How are these not the most stylish tee markers in the world? Right? So these are the So that sort of, I think, says a lot about our game, our style. And no, you can't steal these off the golf course. We do have to ship them back.
That was a really good, nice surprise, because we didn't know anything about this at all in the rehearsals, did we? Yes.
But I knew about the team marks we had before, and he's totally right.
Yes.
On the other events that we are doing, we really have to look for them at the end of play, because all the spectators are going for it, and all the players are going for it, so keep it safe and sound.
Now we can miss them
Yes,
anyway.
and they come from your budget, so yes, we do.
Right, other than those, what else do you this year?
Sure, well, there's a lots new. Obviously, last year was our first year back after a long hiatus. And so a few things. Of course, today you'll hear more about our long-term title sponsor in Porsche. And Marcus has joined us today, and we're extremely pleased to have such a premium brand associate with both the event and the host venue and host golf course. We've raised the prize money by $500,000 US this year, so we'll be at $2.5 million US for our prize fund. We lead off the Asian swing on the DP World Tour. So the DP World Tour has 5 swings this year. They crown a champion after each swing, which gains you additional money and additional ranking, so that's very exciting. We're the lead off to that. We moved the date. For those of you who are local like me here, you know what can be like in February and January trying to run a golf tournament. So we ran into a little bit of rain and rough weather last year. So we shifted to ensure that we're now at the end of March. We're hopefully out of that window where we just get half an hour of showers every day. We've launched a public viewing gallery this year called the Lookout Lounge, with the help of our host partners at the host venue who've agreed to let us build that structure out there. So you'll see that at the 17th green. You can look over 17. Marcus will tell you a little bit more about what's going on there later. You can look at 12 green, you can look at 16, you can look over at 14, and you can do it all while enjoying a cold beer. That's open to the public this year. And our private partner hospitality is expanded by 30% this year, so that's exciting for us for obvious reasons. And then there's been many great improvements to the classic course, which Kevin will discuss a little bit later, but we have fantastic partners in the host venue that listen and allow us to improve the situation for the players.
So 4 weeks off, how prepared are we?
Yes, well, I'm here, right? So that's a good sign to begin with, right? Yeah, we're doing well. I mean, our game, our style, right? So what we try to do is utilize this amazingly unique setting. Where else can you be in the beautiful resort grounds with a partner like we had? Our spectator village takes over the entire resort grounds, the resort pool, the putting course area, the tee deck, which is where you enjoy some nice food and beverage. So we convert that into the spectator village with the help of our partners here. And so that results in a very unique situation. We have a lot of the structures going up on the golf course. You probably saw some of those while you were out there. I truly hope none of you hit into them, but if you did, they're a little bit off the fairway. But those will be going up in our Pinnacle Pavilion on the golf course, where our partners stay. And then I think, obviously, the course preparation, which Kevin will speak to a little later. At the end of the day, we are here for a very important professional golf championship. So the course plays a critical role in that, and it's rounding into shape. The members will be restricted with some play to help us make sure it's in better condition. They're restricted from hitting with certain areas. Some of you probably saw the mats out there and things like that. And Kevin will talk a little bit more about that. So that's rounding into beautiful shape. And then finally, I think hospitality. You know, you're experiencing some of it today, but the team that's here with us will deliver hospitality to more than 1,000 private sponsored guests over the week. And so they're ramping up, making sure that their staff is ready, the menus are done, and they're preparing. So yeah, there's lots happening.
Thank you, Patrick. We'll give you a bit of a break now, and we move the spotlight to Marcus. Welcome, Marcus.
Thank you very much, Rhonda.
How do you like it here? A few days here?
I mean, it's really beautiful, amazing here on behalf of Porsche AG in Germany and also by our colleagues here from Porsche Asia Pacific and Porsche Singapore. Brandon over there is doing the PR here locally, sitting over there here. Thank you very much for inviting us to be here. We are very proud to be here, part of the Porsche Singapore Classic, our first title partnership event outside of Germany that we're gonna have. And Singapore is, I mean, it's an amazing place. You know it much better than I do, of course, but I mean, what I have learned and see is a kind of a really innovation hub that we have. It connects the east to the west, which is really amazing. And also, for us, for Porsche Singapore, especially in this year, it's really something special. And why is this? Of course, because of the Singapore Classic, which is the highlight coming up in March. But we had already things going on. So we opened the Porsche studio, a new studio for Porsche Singapore, Porsche Asia Pacific, downtown. And also we had a world premiere of our all-electric SUV, the first one we ever built, the Porsche Macan, down at
Gardens by the
Bay with a beautiful sculpture there, and it was a big success for us. So I mean, this means Singapore is really the place to be for us.
Wow, a world premiere in Singapore is an honor for us. Tell us, why did Porsche choose to be a partner for the Singapore Classic?
I mean, maybe I can give you a little bit of bigger picture of Porsche and golf sport. I mean, we are in golf since more than 35 years, which not everybody knows. So we started with the Porsche Golf Cup. It was a sales-driven event because a lot of our customers play golf. Golf is one of the most popular sports of our customers. And also with golf, I mean, you know it, and I have seen today already some great shots of golf and also some people winning something with the first time being on a putting range. Yeah, so it was really great. And we have some good experiences on a golf course. And also when you play golf in Wolfman, imagine you can play the Pro-Am tournament on a championship course in these conditions with a professional. I mean, this is the best thing you can ever have. As long as golf is not too shitty. It's how it is with golf, it's also frustrating. So having this in mind, we said golf is the perfect spot for us to be in there. So we started in 2015 with our first title partnership, the Porsche European Open in Germany. We moved it from Bavaria to Hamburg. And now we saw really 9 amazing years, we want to be more international because our company is also international, and Asia is getting more and more interesting for us from a sales perspective, but also the golf is growing there, and being here in Singapore is a perfect fit.
And first year for this event for you, so what expectations do you have?
I mean, we joked about it, we talked about it. I can't tell it to you. I said to him,
Right.
None. Yeah.
Yeah, he said 0 in the rehearsal.
No, what I said, experiences are amazing for us, and such a day as you have today, this is exact thing what we want to give to the people. It's like when you drive one of our cars. I hope some of you had already the opportunity. Otherwise, I know there might be some of you having the opportunity later on this afternoon. This is a great feeling. And this kind of feeling we want to give back to all the people, if it's fans, spectators, our guests, all the players, to have this experience also on an event like this.
Indeed, and we'll move on to Kevin. Thank you for hosting us today. Beautiful setting. The classic course at the Laguna National Golf Resort Club is one that's world famous, and everyone wants to play on it. And many of you have played on it today, so well done. In 4 weeks, some of the best players would be playing right here. What does hosting the Porsche Singapore Classic mean to you and the club?
Our family and our chairman is very, he likes golf very much. In fact, he encourages all of us to play golf. We recently found out the reason why he do that. One is he wants us to be happy, and he feels that a bad day on the golf course is better than a good day at work. That's number one. And number two, if we play golf, he probably will understand and know, based on our handicap, there's a number of days we work in a month. And it is a privilege to be partnering all the tour, the organizer, and now with a title sponsor like Porsche. Being in a family who likes cars, that's an easy thing to be happy about the title sponsor.
Remind him what car he has all during the tournament besides in front of the hotel.
Yeah. And I think the vision of our organization is what you're experiencing here was only open during COVID, and we wanted to showcase a good facility where from the hotel room to the tee box is just a walking distance away, and so on and so forth. And just like some of you guys have experienced the golf course here, it's not that difficult, right? So it's a challenging course. There's a lot of risk and reward. But if you have the opportunity to come out and watch and witness some of these players play, the 6 to 8 under per day is going to be quite common in the competition from what we witnessed last year. So this year, I think the tour has requested to make the course a little bit more firm. The tour have also requested for us to make some minor changes to the golf course, like 16 and 17 green. We basically improve on greens to have better pin position, more challenges, and so on and so forth. On the tournament 9th hole, for example, we have filled up one of the bunkers so that they can really go for it and shoot good scores on the 9th hole. On the 18th, for example, it's always a challenging hole. 13 par 5, we have also reduced the rough so that we can have a more landing area and hope to see more birdies and eagles. While filling up the fairway with more fairway does not mean that hole 13 is easy, because the elevated green and surroundings is also quite challenging. So it's a risk and reward golf course, and we're going to have the best players coming, and they're going to show you that playing golf on the Classic is not that difficult. And we witnessed that last year, and this year, not only the VIPs, the team and the organizer have made extra effort to make the experience much better, but we also is involved in making the spectators more comfortable with the village, and also there are many viewing points that can give you many holes of different. At one point, for example, like hole 10 and hole 1 tee box, if you're around there, you can see the two most important holes of the players teeing off, and also the practice greens are also next to it, and a lot of the players who are warming up, you can also get close to the players. Just now we talked a little bit about the 17th hole. Behind the 17th hole, you can see hole 17, hole 14, hole 12, and that is a very good place to see a complete holes from there. In the middle of, on the right side of hole 13, for example, is a high vantage point where you can see hole 13, hole 16, and a couple of various holes. So, unlike a normal golf course, this has all this design intent was actually created from day one. It didn't just happen. And now with big tournaments like that and great inputs from all these professional people, we can further enhance it.
Thank you so much. And speaking of these professional players, professional people, Patrick, do you want to tell us a bit more about who we can see here?
Sure, and I think nobody will disagree. It's wonderful to have more fairway, right? Especially out there. So for those of you who played today. So players, yes, always very interesting. That's the reason we're here, right? So the field is 132 players, DP World Tour professionals, and 65 of them will make the cut after the second day. So they'll play onwards for the championship. We're making more announcements in the next couple of weeks leading up to the event, so I encourage you to stay tuned. But already we know and are aware of, we've shared with you about Shane Lowry, who is confirmed. Shane Lowry is a major championship winner, having won the Open Championship. He's a victorious member of the 2023 Ryder Cup team, for those of you that watched this fall. And he's a two-time Rolex Series winner, which are the largest events on the DP World Tour. Rikuya Hoshino, for our Japanese guests who obviously love golf. He's a great young player. He's a newly minted DP World Tour champion. He won last week in Qatar for his first win, but he's won 7 times professionally worldwide. And he's currently ranked number 2 in the DP World Tour's rankings, which are called the Road to Dubai. Of course, Aki Stridham, we're pleased to report, our defending champion, as you see up here. I just spoke to him yesterday or 2 days before. He's really looking at coming back, excited to come back. And so Aki will be here. It's always nice when one's defending champion is back in town to try and take the crown again. As Kevin mentioned, he shot an amazing score last year, found around 63, 9 under, and this thing we call the beast, right? Is 7,400 yards from the back tees. So think about that for those of you that played out there today. And then just yesterday, some of you in the media will have received the announcement about our Asian stars. It's very important for us to make sure we appeal to the growing and more successful Asian contingent of both professional and amateur golfers. So we announced Hao Tong Li from China, who's won on the DP World Tour before, played here last year, quite a good character. For our Thai fans, we have Kiradek Apivarnrat, and he's affectionately known as ARM. We have Gavin Green from Malaysia, our neighbors next door. People always love coming across from the border to watch him play. And a real cool success story for us, Tai Chi Ko. So Tai Chi is from Hong Kong, and he won our qualifier last year. And after winning our qualifier, he then went on to win his first ever professional victory on the Asian Tour. He won the Hong Kong World City Open, and then he went on to win the gold medal at the Asian Games this year, all after playing in our qualifier and getting into our DP World Tour event, now called the Porsche Singapore Classic. And then finally, I know it's always of interest, it's also very important to us to allow a merit-based system for local players to qualify for the event. So on Tuesday of next week, we have our qualifier, which is open to professionals and amateurs from all countries, but obviously is primarily a lot of Singaporeans playing in it. And so guaranteed, the top Singaporean amateur will get an exemption into the event, like Ryan Ong did last year, and acquitted himself very successfully. And it could be as many as 3 Singaporeans if they win the top 3 positions. So we'll see how they do.
Thank you, Patrick. And I think we talked a lot about what the good vantage points are on a golf course. What about the fan village? Because it's more than just a sporting event. What can we expect and activities around?
Yeah, that's a great question. As I mentioned before, our sort of ethos is our game, our style, right? And as Kevin mentioned, we have this unique setting here. Where else can you walk into a beautiful, lush resort gardens on your way out to the golf course? Normally, you're stuck in a field with a fence around it and a bunch of white tents, right? So this is not how we like to approach things. So we try and transform the venue with our village, for example. So a few of those things that we've done to encourage those which we say are interested but intimidated. Golf can be an intimidating game, right? For those of you that are just taking it up. For those of you who have played it for 47 years, it can be a very frustrating game, right? That's right? Yes. How many? 50 years? 54 years. So either way, from top to bottom, right? It's a unique game. So we want juniors and families to enjoy the fun. So first of all, we support sport and we support sport development in Singapore. So with us today is one of our event ambassadors, the national team beach volleyball player, Eliza. And Eliza and her friends from the national team will be putting on a beach volleyball match, which the club very kindly lets us host in one of their very large bunkers on the Masters course. And we all sit and watch that together with the players in the player party. So that's very unique for us. That happens on the Friday night. We have live music all the other nights, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it will be on the island in the swimming pool, surrounded by the water, where you can sit at the tee deck, enjoy a cold beer, watch the live music after the event plays. Or if you've been sitting there all afternoon, we've got the giant LED screen for you to watch the game there. We've got featured food and drink from some food trucks, as well as the tee deck, which I must say, my account there is getting larger every day since I dine there every second day. Have the mu ping, the Thai delicacies, that'll be available there. The Lookout Lounge, as Kevin mentioned on number 17, we think this will be really great for public to be sheltered, covered from the Singapore heat, have a cold beer, have a fan on your face, watch the action from 17, 16, 12, and 14. The Ledbetter Golf Academy will have the Kids Challenge. So Ledbetter Golf Academy, as you know, teaches many of the best players in the region, and they'll be executing on the 9-hole putting course. You'll be able to come out, and the kids love that. And we have a whole ton of interactive games. I won't bore you too much with that, but we have Birdie Blitz, Be a Baller, Party Time. So Party Time, you get to balance 18 golf balls on 18 tees and hit the buzzer, and then you'll go on the leaderboard as to who did it the fastest. Lots of nice prizes and fun. Porsche will have a 6-hole putting challenge. We have a giant doodle wall where all the kids can color in things. It's a 3D doodle wall. And of course, we have official merchandise as well. One other special thing we have is the Porsche art car installation. So we'll have a beautiful 911 Swan art car floating on the kiddies pool in the village by one of the acclaimed artists that Porsche engages worldwide. I still am waiting for the approval from the host venue on this one, so we've just submitted it, but they're, as always, very gracious in helping us transform these things. Who else would give up their swimming pool to their hotel guests for 14 days for us to build this art installation with our partners? And there's one other really exciting thing that I think is going to be amazing and well received this year, but I'm going to leave that to Marcus to fill you in on this one.
Not sure what we were talking about. Yeah, I mean, as I said, we are an entertainment business. Yeah, we want to entertain people, the players as well as the spectators. So, and most of you who want to golf, there's a hole-in-one prize. It's here on the 17th hole. We heard a lot about a beautiful hole with the island green there, and there will be a hole-in-one prize. And yeah, being from Porsche company, you can imagine what kind of prize this could be, yeah, a big Porsche maybe. This prize, which I'm gonna show you later on, is but not only available for the players, it's also available for the spectators. So we do have a little shootout competition in the public village here from the putting green to the 18th hole of the Monsters course. It's about 100 meter shot. Every day you can qualify, and who makes it or is nearest to the pin there is able to do the Porsche Panamera shootout on Sunday, fun day, after end of play, going out on the 17th hole, one shot, whoever makes an ace there 180, 85, or how was it today?
184, yeah.
Can win the prize. Also, you folks, but you have an advantage because you played already today. Yeah? So I'm not sure if you're in the competition or not, yeah, but you know what it is and how the prize looks like.
Price looks like on the left of the screen. Well, that's the brand new Porsche Panamera Turbo E Hybrid. And we're going
In
to the video.
Madeira gold, right?
It's
In Madeira gold, yeah.
It's a new color. It's the third generation of our Panamera, the luxury sedan that you now have. It was released last year in Shanghai. It's a beautiful car. It's one of the best cars you want to go on longer roads and having all the acceleration and the speed. It's modernized and everything what you can imagine. But it's looking good here, the picture. It's even looking better in moving pictures.
There is a club.
To get myself a chance to win that.
Sure.
4 weeks, Mark, can you organize some lessons, yeah? Now,
But we need you in the media center as well, I wonder.
I've got my team.
Okay.
To Patrick. Well, it's going to be hard to top that, but I'm sure you have many other activation plans as well for Porsche. You want to tell us about that?
So, do you like that car? Doesn't look good for you? Yes. So, the information maybe 3.2 seconds from 0 to 100, 250 kilometers an hour max speed there. I think it's nice to handle. Yeah. And as I said, it can be run by everybody. And this is also the credo that we have. We want to do something for everybody here. And a good thing is also our customers we have a big focus on. And being here in Asia, what I told you before, is also nice because the interest of countries in Southeast Asia, Korea, Japan, our market in Taiwan, and also China, they are bringing guests to here. So we have every day about 80 Porsche customers here, having a nice time, able to play a pro-am event, and this is for us as a headquarter the best thing that can happen, that the market say, I want to be part of it. And this is perfect. They have a good feeling playing the pro-am. This is very nice. Also what we do is not only this car, you're going to see a lot of other car displays. The art car is something really special. Our swan made by architect and artist Chris Labroy in 2021 together with Porsche China. And of course different other cars. And one of the most important cars for the players, of course, are the shuttle vehicles that we're going to have, 20 of them. Porsche Taycan, where the officials and especially the players can drive around, they can be driven around. And those are the cars that you can experience later on, as long as you have budget for today, right?
Thank you. Well, before we wrap up today, I just want to sort of ask Patrick if there's any other information you want to share with us?
Sure. Well, I always love the last position before you've had dessert or get to drive a Taycan, but I'll try and keep this quick, okay, and we can move on. Couple things, tickets. So tickets are available on Systic for anybody who's looking for them. Thursday and Friday, they're $25, and Saturday and Sunday, they're $35. Season pass is $85. But also, please share with your friends that juniors who are 16 years old and under, who are accompanied by a ticket-holding adult, get in complimentary. So that's important for us to be able to come out and experience the event, you know, to get into golf and some of this interested but intimidated ethos we have. For those of you who can't join us, the television, there's 19 hours of live coverage that goes to 187 countries worldwide. So much like Kevin mentioned earlier about showcasing this amazing resort to the world, that'll be on television for those 19 hours. Locally, it's on Star Hub Sports, and that'll be on number 3 and number 4, just in case you're unable to catch the action live. And then I think it's always important to share with you our roster of partners. I mean, in addition to the wonderful title partnership that we're experiencing with Porsche on a long-term basis, our partners on the event are Rolex, Emirates, DP World, who you know from obviously the ports business that they do, Marina Bay Sands, and of course, Laguna National Golf Resort Club, which is our host venue, and Dusitani Laguna Singapore, whose hospitality you experienced here today is the official hotel. The Singapore Tourism Board, and then of course our company Vantage Point, which involved. And I think before I pass it back to you, I'd be remiss if I didn't say, you know, a day like today, doesn't happen without a lot of people getting involved. And I just wanted to say a quick thank you to a few of the groups. Laguna and DTLS, Dusitani Laguna Singapore, Todd, the general manager, is here, Mark Bates, the director of golf, is here, and of course Kevin, the executive director, Brandon and his F&B team, thank you very much for helping us host today. They are our hosts of today. The Ledbetter Golf Academy, for those of you on the influencer and the media non-golf playing side, you had a wonderful experience today with Ricardo. And I'm sure Ricardo, who's the best looking Italian instructor we could round up, you guys really enjoyed it there today. And of course, full circle, Rhonda, you and your team, thank you very much for putting everything on.
I made him say that.
And of course, my team at Vantage Point, who are dispersed around the room, Paul and his team out there crazy busy, Stella and the team on the VIP hospitality side, thank you for helping pull together. And of course, Marcus, you and Porsche, you and your colleagues from Porsche Asia Pacific for coming all the way out here today for this special event. I know you flew overnight in the middle of a Lufthansa strike, all just to be here with us, working on the PowerPoint video at 12:15 a.m. last night.
Very happy. It's a hard job for me to be on the golf course.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And before we disperse, I just had my team tell me that we've got something just sent through to us, hot off the press. Just
Hi everyone, Shane Lowry here. I'm very excited to be heading to Singapore in a few weeks to play in the Porsche Singapore Classic. Sorry I can't be with you all there today at Laguna National Golf Course. I'm sure you've all had a great day playing the course, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing the course in a few weeks' time. I'd also like to thank Porsche for coming on board at this amazing event. I know the field is shaping up nicely, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing the city again and all the fans out there. Like I said earlier, I'm sorry I can't be there. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in a few weeks in Singapore.
and someone else.
Hi guys, Chris Rodham here, 2023 Singapore champion, as you can see there. So looking forward to get back to Singapore to defend my title, and looking forward to see all the people there. It's a great place, and the tournament meant the world to me to win it, and just happy to be back there. See you guys soon. Cheers, bye.
Does he not sound like he's just outside because of the planes flying over? Doesn't he just sound like he's there? Anyway, he's not here yet, but we'll see him in 4 weeks' time, and hopefully we'll see every one of you back here as well in 4 weeks for the Laguna National Golf Resort Club for the Porsche Singapore Classic. Now, thank you so much for your time, for your attention today, and for all the latest information, we have all the official social media platforms for you to follow for this Porsche Singapore Classic and DP World Tour on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X. Tickets can be purchased on the tournament website, as Patrick mentioned. You can also find all the latest information there. So we've come to the end, well, to the end of this session, because I know a few of you have signed up for the test drive for the Porsche Taycan right after this. So please enjoy yourself, and if you've got any questions or any burning questions, interview requests with any of our spokesperson here, please let me, myself, or my team know, and we can arrange that for you. So thank you again, everyone. Thank you for your time, and I hope you had a wonderful day and have a good weekend.
Thank you.